Welcome back to another episode of Formcast. And if you can't tell, I sound like absolute garbage trash can. Horrible. I don't know what's going on. I don't feel sick, but my voice ever since Sunday has just decided to change and disappear. Some call it puberty. I call it unknown factors of life. Welcome back and thank you for listening. This one will be a short one given the fact that I could barely speak properly. And this one's going to be about some of the breaking news that just came out regarding, revolving, surrounding. I tried to say all those words in one earlier. Mr. Nickmercs and his move to Kick recently. Like I mentioned not long ago, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago or something like that, Kick announced that Mr. Nickmercs has officially signed a contract, a non-exclusive contract for 1 year for $10 million to stream on their platform. He has completely abandoned Twitch completely. And from what we know, from what I know, from what it looks like, he doesn't plan on going back there in the foreseeable future. Time will tell. Now, Mr. Nick is actually live right now over on Kick. He's so it's 3 p.m. Eastern on a Tuesday, which I, to be honest, forget when he would normally play. But he's streaming to what I see is 13,276 people. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. I think him and the boys, Tim the Tapman, and all that group have been on the Rainbow Six grind, I guess you can say, lately. That being said, I've always seen him like 25,000, 30,000 on Twitch. But again, numbers are numbers. Now, Mr. Nickmercs on a stream yesterday, I believe it was, publicly announced that when he was on Twitch, now he was under a contract, of course, which I don't think anybody doubted that. He announced that the contract included the fact that all of his sub revenue, not 50%, not 70%, not 10%, all 100% of the sub revenue he made went directly to Twitch. He did not take any of it. He was then given a what they call an MG, a minimum guarantee per month, I would imagine, of a set amount, kind of like a salary. So he gave up his sub split for that salary. I'm sure he got paid for ad revenue and all that kind of stuff as well. And obviously his donations are direct. But he publicly announced, which I am assuming that since he's no longer on a contract with Twitch, he is free of the NDA that probably prevented him from sharing this information. But Twitter is in an absolute uproar with this news. Kick is taking it as like a W, say like, look at us, look at what we're doing. We're giving him his sub split and a minimum guarantee, which Nick also confirmed, and which is awesome. He's obviously going to make a whole lot more money now. And that's like thousands a month, like thousands and thousands a month that he's going to be making extra. So good for him. Kick is taking it as like, hey, look at us, of course, again, right? Like, screw whatchamacallit, Twitch and that battle that continues, the Kick versus Twitch battle. But there's a whole lot of people that are going really straight at Nick for the fact that he never let viewers know that the subs they were giving, hundreds, thousands even. I'm sure, I don't know who his top gifter was. The gifted leaderboard seemed to have always been weekly, I believe, from what I remember. All of their subs for however long that contract was in place for, none of the money that they supported with went to him. Now we all know, as a streamer on Twitch or on Kick, on YouTube, on Facebook, whatever, people subscribe to your channel for most parts, supporting you financially. Yes, there's the benefits of ad-free viewing on Twitch, emotes, badges. Maybe some streamers have selective benefits for subscribers to the channel. Maybe they get something this, something there, whatever. It does really suck to know that some people who have gifted, who have subscribed to his channel, and I'll tell you what, there are people who have 100 and some month long streaks in his channel. Now, of course, that contract, we don't know how long it was for. It could have been a short-term period. It's just most recent contract. It could have been one for a few years. Who knows? But all of those sub money did not go to him and went directly to Twitch. Now, of course, everyone that loves Kick and other platforms and hates Twitch will be like, oh, of course. Look at what Twitch is doing to their creators, and Twitch sucks, which is fine. But the fact is, Nick took this deal. Not everyone has these deals, of course. But he obviously took the deal knowing that giving up the sub money that he was potentially going to make, he was making up for it, if not more, by getting that minimum guarantee and then other avenues of income. Now, someone did bring up a good point. He had a stream back in, I think, September or something like that. 11,000 subs in one stream. 11,000 subs in one stream. You take even 50% of that revenue, and that's a lot of revenue. It's a lot of money where people thought he was making. Now, of course, when you're on a contract, you can't share details of your contract. That NDA really strikes you down. I'm under certain contracts that I can't share what I'm under, with what I'm getting out of those contracts, whatever the benefits may be. So obviously, he couldn't just go tell people, don't sub to the channel, don't give subs, donate only, or whatever. So it's a pretty big thing. It's a pretty big, it's a shocker to a lot. I'm not too shocked by this. I mean, there's all sorts of deals that get made. If someone was going to say, we're going to pay you $15,000 a month rather than you just having to, hope that your sub count hits you $15,000 a month, people would say yes in a heartbeat, and not be able to tell people don't sub to the channel because none of that money will come to you. And obviously it's a bit different, but I think anybody in that situation would probably do the same thing, especially at his level. I don't know what the numbers were in that contract for Twitch, but I'm sure they were high enough. The man lives a very nice lifestyle. Now, of course, going to Kick, he's got that $10 million signing. He's got that minimum guarantee. Maybe that's it. Maybe for a year, right? 10 million plus your subs. So, I don't know how that works for him, but good for him, right? Good job. But it's definitely caused a lot of problems, a lot of uproar and fights on Twitter. It's all over the place. Now, one thing to note, though, is Kick is still signing partners to their creator program, smaller partners, smaller streamers, I guess you can say. Now, they just came out with phase 3. I didn't see anything about who's signed a contract or anything like that. But they still seem to be signing creators of all sizes, which is great. But what it's often created is like, I suck because I didn't get in, or I hate this because I didn't get into phase 3 creator program, or it's the fact that like, hey, I got in, I'm better than you, or hey, I didn't get in, you don't deserve this, and a lot of fights between creators, which I mean is never a good thing in this space. So that's another bit of news. But the biggest thing right now today would be the whole Nickmercs unveiling the details or some of the details of his contract. Now, what he did say too, live on stream, and he might have misspoke. I don't know all the information, but he did say that his contract will include him gambling on stream, IRL events, and maybe some online gambling, which obviously brings up the whole thing of Stake backing up Kick and all that. Now, a lot of people say that Kick does not have that disclaimer in their contracts at all as far as Kick goes. However, he most likely signed a Stake contract as well, where it sees him gambling on stream. Now, this is a very double-edged sword. You enjoy gambling and you think it's okay, or you really hate gambling and you don't think it's okay, and it causes a lot of problems for the youth today. I think a lot of younger individuals would watch our Mr. Nickmercs play his games and all that kind of stuff, but will him gambling on stream all of a sudden influence them to do the same? We have no clue. We cannot tell. That was the big thing with Kick, is the gambling, and it's backed by Stake.com or .a, whatever it is, the Australian company Stake and Stake USA and all that stuff. A lot of the people that stream on Kick that I know personally, they've started gambling a bit on stream as well. I don't know if it's out of their own doing. I don't know if it's made a contract or something like that. But and everyone's allowed to make whatever content. I mean, we got people gambling, we got people licking microphones. Pretty sure that you can get the bag however you want to get the bag. So that was part of it too. So that kind of caused a little bit of confusion and a bit of a discussion over the socials with what he said about that. So pretty big uproar with what he said and what he shared about Twitch's contract and all his sub money not even coming to him. Now he makes his sub money, 95% of that, probably, most likely not 100, just like every other creator. I can't speak today, so good thing this is almost ending. So I apologize, but he makes that plus a minimum guarantee apparently, which is good for him. A big W for Nickmercs, and a big piece of confusion for everybody else that's in this industry. What I suggest, though, is stick to your own track, your own route, do your thing, and everything will work out. Till next time, guys, I apologize for the voice. Hopefully this wasn't too hard on the ears. Thank you so much for listening really quickly. Thank you so much for watching on YouTube. Thank you for the downloads. Don't forget to download the podcast. All episodes on youtube.com. lxFORMIDABLExl over there, just like everywhere else. We'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.